Hey guys, Aaron Zagarba here, and today in this video, I'm going to give you a studio tour. So let's get started. Alright, so first off, we got some of the first little rooms in here. So right now, it's a big disaster. So what we got in here is a mess. A big mess. So right now, we have been kind of just organizing all this older equipment and moving things all around. This actually used to be an old audio switcher for the radio station. A lot of this actually either used to be either in the radio station or for the TV station. We had a lot of different audio inputs and stuff for the TV station. We got a lot of our older cameras, all mini DV, and VHS tapes lying around here. That you can find, and cleaners for the VHS tapes to clean the recording heads, all that kind of stuff. Are you gonna? Okay, and so if we can, I guess let's move over here. You can see in here, you'll see there's a whole bunch of just stuff. So mainly in this room, we call it the audio lab, the audio editing lab. So people can record podcasts in here, with this, Rodecaster. I've also been making it a mess because I've been digitizing a lot of these older tapes, and using this, essentially, this old, camcorder as a deck to record, and then plugging it into the computer via this, thing right here, this video switcher. So basically, normally what this room is used for, if I'm not digitizing a bunch of old tapes that are probably never going to get seen, I normally help students in here with audio equipment. So we got a bunch of different things for podcasting and stuff like that, and sound recording. So we got a lot of different converters and stuff like that. And got this Behringer right here. Multiple different inputs, so you can switch back and forth. We also got a bunch of audio recorders. This one's one of the broken ones, unfortunately. This is one of our new ones, the Zoom, I cannot remember which one this is. I cannot find it. Anyways, one of our new Zoom recorders. This one records in 32-bit float. Another older recorder. We got a bunch of older audio recorders, and some students have some of this equipment checked out. And, of course, I normally sit in here, do my stuff, during the day and during the evening. I also eat in here a lot of times. You can also see some of the older camera equipment I've been trying to save as much as possible. We also got a really old Mac Mini. We also got a wall to organize our audio cables for XLRs. Another bag full of XLRs, BNC cables, all that kind of stuff. One of the old cameras from UCTV Channel 19, which normally would have been mounted in the studio back in the day. I've just been doing a lot in here. And guess what? My headphones are charged, so that's nice. We also got more audio switchers, a whole bunch of audio switchers, a whole lot of audio switchers. There's so many, I can't even begin to count them all. There's too many. I don't even know how in the world the Cumberlands ended up with this much equipment over the years, and then it was just all thrown into a closet. And speaking of, this is one of our other rooms that we use often for stuff like this. We're trying to convert a lot of the VHS tapes, or at least mainly me, because I believe in archival and stuff like that. This is our professional VHS cassette player. It also should do mini DVs, but the mini DV thing is broken. We also got some older monitors that would have been mounted onto the cameras. This right here would have been a rack that they would have used back when it was a television station. So right now we're converting it into a analog converter slash kind of server thing. We plan to actually build a server PC of some sort in here, and then it will all be connected uh, to this entire thing, so you can convert old tapes and things like that. And of course, we got more crates and stuff. My professor also, if we come closer, he often drinks coffee, so he'll in the mornings or when he gets here, he'll make a cup of coffee and brew it and whatnot. With the pour over and all that. We also have Keurig cups. I don't even think we have a Keurig in here, but we have them. We also got all these old DVDs as well. These are mainly the Convo tapes, which are like different like events that the school had, mainly for staff and faculty. They do have a few concert tapes, I think, that were also filmed here, and then only a handful are actually from actual news broadcasts, which is very unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? We also keep a lot of their old equipment here. There's just so much old stuff that we have only begun to start sorting through. Like, for instance, these old cables and stuff like that. And yeah, it's painful. And if we back up and turn around, we're in here where this is where actually UCTV 19 used to be back in the day. You can see up there, this all used to be where the lights would hang and stuff like that. And then, of course, they would have a backdrop over here where they would report the news and stuff, and all the cameras would all be in here. And then there was glass right there. It's been covered up and painted over, but they used to be able to actually see in here, and that was like part of the control room. The rest of the control room was actually in the equipment room, which is what it is today. This is now the editing lab where students can edit their videos and stuff like that. So what they'll do is they'll take videos for, they'll make videos for video production classes and stuff like that, and they'll edit their stuff here because a lot of students don't have Premiere Pro or any other editing software unless, well, my professor tends to recommend a lot of free software, but of course it is open for them to edit on these computers, which, you know, you get much more flexibility compared to a free editing system. And we also have Adobe Cloud, so that also includes students who take graphic design and things like that can also do their work in here. And often they do classes where a teacher will be in here talking to the students, telling them what they can do and all that kind of stuff on how to use it. So, if we continue on through the studio, we're moving into kind of like the lobby area. So right here, we, there used to be a desk here at one point when I first started, but that everything's been moved. We keep a list kind of right now where we have like different events that, particularly the studio is going to film, like things for Spotlight. We got Spotlight in January, February, March, April, and nothing in May, which is actually kind of weird. Business forum videos, spring renewal, business forum, all this kind of stuff. It kind of just drudges on, but we know what we need to do. Like, if people need things filmed on campus and different departments need things done, we pretty much do that. This right here is where we have all our memorabilia and things like that, that talk about the studio and whatnot. For instance, we got a lot of stuff in regards to cameras and stuff. We'll also use these as props, so students can actually use these things as props, like the mugs and stuff, can use these as props for their podcast, so it looks cool, looks more interesting. Another thing I really like is this old UCTV 19 microphone thing that you would put over top of the microphone to advertise for the station. Another interesting thing, we've been moving things all over the place lately, so it's kind of a disaster in here. We got one of our Blackmagics right here on a cinema rig, and a battery would be attached to here to give it longer battery life, because Blackmagics, at least the pocket cinemas, do not have great battery life. They will absolutely destroy batteries. They take the same exact batteries as my Canon 80D, which are these, like, I think LP batteries is what they call them. And they're pretty small. They don't have enough charge for something as big and powerful as a Blackmagic. They'll only get you to a couple minutes of actual footage before they decide to die. So, yeah, we have bigger batteries, so we have longer time. That's why we get the adapter. We also have just a bunch of stuff kind of laying around. Another great camera that I can't forget to mention. The legendary HMC, hold it straight. The legendary Panasonic HMC 150. Great camera. Love this camera. I have filmed a lot of projects with this. And we also have camera cases that we keep a lot of these camcorders in, which you're watching this video on right now. We also have monopods, all this kind of stuff. A lot of the equipment is checked out because students are filming projects. We have a small assortment of Canon lenses. We also got some Cine lenses as well, that are Rokinon lenses. This one can go on a Canon camera, but we also have Metabones adapters and stuff like that for the for these Blackmagic Design cinema cameras, because they are micro four thirds. They are not APS-C like most of the cameras we have in the studio, like these DSLRs here. So you got to get an adapter so they'll actually fit. Another interesting thing we have in the studio, and that I've been reading. This is a great book, Television Production, by Jim Owens. This is one of the many books that my professor owns and has in his office. He has a wall of books, all on filmmaking, video production, all that kind of stuff. So he goes over all that kind of stuff. And, yeah, that's the very basics of the office tour. We got all kinds of equipment in here that students can use. And I just thought it would be an interesting video to make, talking about the equipment that is all available and all that. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.